Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Talk English Freely. It's so great to see you again.
Hey there, thanks for coming back. We're really happy you're here. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you, Jessica?
I'm good. Actually, I've been thinking about getting a pet lately. It's been on my mind a lot.
Oh, really? What kind of pet are you thinking about?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe a dog or a cat. I've never had a pet as an adult, so I'm a bit nervous about it.
That's exciting, though. Pets bring so much joy to your life.
Exactly, and that's actually our topic today.
That's right, today we're gonna talk about pets, having pets, taking care of them, the joys and challenges.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Brian.
Today, we're talking about pets and animals. This is how real people talk about their furry friends. You'll hear natural English, everyday vocabulary, honest conversations.
Exactly. We're not teaching English today. We're just two people talking about pets. And while you listen, you learn naturally.
Right, so if you're new here, welcome to Talk English Freely. Real people, real topics, real English. That's what we do here.
And if you enjoy these conversations, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us keep making these videos.
Yes, please do. And leave a like if you enjoy today's conversation. Every like means the world to us.
It really does. Your support keeps us going.
All right, so we're talking about pets today. Ready to dive in?
Absolutely. This should be a fun conversation.
All right, everyone, here we go. So, Brian, let me start with the obvious question. Do you have any pets right now?
Yes, I do. Actually, I have a dog named Max. He's a golden retriever, and he's about 4 years old now. I got him as a puppy when he was just 8 weeks old. He's been my best friend and constant companion ever since. Golden retrievers are such friendly and loyal dogs. They have the sweetest temperament.
Ah, that's so sweet. I love golden retrievers. They're such beautiful dogs. They always look so happy and friendly. What made you choose a golden retriever specifically?
I'd always wanted a golden retriever since I was a kid. My neighbor had one when I was growing up, and I absolutely loved that dog. They're known for being gentle and good with families and children. Plus, they're very smart and easy to train compared to some other breeds. I did a lot of research before getting Max to make sure I was ready. I wanted to be certain I could handle the responsibility properly, and golden retrievers seemed like a perfect fit for my lifestyle and personality.
That's really smart that you did your research first. A lot of people get pets impulsively without thinking it through. They see a cute puppy and just buy it on the spot, and then they realize it's way too much work and give up the pet. That's so heartbreaking and unfair to the animal.
Yeah, it's really important to be prepared and realistic. Dogs are a huge commitment that lasts 10 to 15 years or more. They need daily walks, regular feeding, training, vet visits, grooming. It's honestly like having a child in some ways. You can't just decide one day you don't want to deal with it anymore. The dog depends on you completely for everything.
Exactly right. That's why I'm being so careful and thoughtful about my decision. I want to make absolutely sure I'm truly ready for that level of commitment. Tell me about your daily routine with Max. What's a typical day like when you have a dog?
Well, my day starts pretty early because of Max waking me up. He gets me up around 6 o'clock a.m. every single morning without fail. He needs to go outside right away to do his business. Then I feed him his breakfast, and we go for a morning walk together, usually about 30 minutes around the neighborhood. During the day while I'm at work, he's home alone, which I feel guilty about, but I come home during my lunch break to let him out and play with him. Then after work, we go for another longer walk, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and we spend the evening together, relaxing on the couch.
That sounds like a lot of time and energy invested every single day. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the routine? Or wish you had more freedom and flexibility in your schedule?
Honestly, sometimes yes, I do feel that way. There are definitely days when I'm tired or busy or stressed, and I wish I could just skip the walk or sleep in late. But I can't do that because Max depends on me completely. It's definitely a sacrifice of personal freedom and spontaneity. I can't just take spontaneous weekend trips anymore without planning ahead. I have to find a dog sitter or boarding facility, which takes time and effort. And that costs money and requires booking in advance. But despite all those challenges and sacrifices, I honestly wouldn't trade Max for anything in the world.
That's really sweet and shows how much you love him. It sounds like the love and companionship outweigh all the inconveniences.
Absolutely they do. Coming home to Max every single day is the best part of my day. He's always so incredibly happy and excited to see me no matter what. Doesn't matter if I've been gone for 5 minutes or 5 hours. He greets me with the exact same enthusiasm and joy. That kind of unconditional love is truly amazing and special. And having him has actually made me more active and healthy too. Because I have to walk him every single day, no matter what.
I never thought about that benefit before. Having a dog basically forces you to exercise regularly every day. That's actually a really good side effect for your health.
Yeah, exactly right. Before I got Max, I rarely went for walks or exercise consistently, but now, I walk at least an hour or more every single day. Rain or shine, hot or cold, I'm out there walking. It's good for both of us physically and mentally. What about you, Jessica? Have you ever had pets before in your life?
I had pets when I was growing up, but not as an adult yet. My family had a cat named Whiskers when I was a kid. She was a beautiful gray tabby cat and she lived for 16 years. I have so many wonderful memories of her from my childhood. She would sleep on my bed every single night and purr so loudly. It was honestly the most comforting sound in the world to me.
Cats are wonderful companions too, in their own way. Very different from dogs, though in terms of personality, much more independent and self-sufficient.
Exactly right. Whiskers did her own thing most of the time without needing us. She didn't need constant attention and interaction like dogs seem to need. She would come to us when she wanted affection or cuddles. But otherwise, she was perfectly content to just nap in sunny spots all day. I loved that independent aspect about her, the low-maintenance lifestyle.
That's one big reason some people prefer cats over dogs. They're less demanding of your time and attention. You don't have to walk them or take them outside multiple times daily. They use a litter box which you just clean out regularly. And they're totally fine being alone all day while you're at work.
Right, exactly. That's actually why I'm seriously considering getting a cat instead of a dog. I work long hours sometimes, and my schedule can be unpredictable. And I worry that a dog would be lonely or anxious being home alone so much. But a cat would probably be perfectly fine with that lifestyle.
That's a really smart consideration on your part. Matching the pet to your actual lifestyle is incredibly important. I see. Some people get high-energy dogs when they live in tiny apartments, and then the dog becomes destructive because it doesn't have enough space or exercise. You really have to be realistic about what you can actually provide.
Exactly my thinking. I live in an apartment, not a house with a yard and outdoor space. So a big active dog probably wouldn't be very happy in my limited space. A cat seems much more practical and suitable for my current living situation.
Makes perfect sense. Cats adapt really well to apartment living without any problems. They don't need outdoor space or yards to run around in. As long as they have a clean litter box, fresh food and water, and some toys to play with, they're usually perfectly content and happy.
That's really reassuring to hear from someone with pet experience. Now, let me ask you about the challenges and difficulties of having a pet. What's the single hardest part about having Max?
The hardest part is probably the financial cost, honestly. Most people don't realize just how expensive pets can actually be. There's the initial cost of getting the dog from a breeder or shelter. Then you need all the supplies like a bed, food and water bowls, leash and collar, toys and treats. Then there are huge ongoing costs like food, which isn't cheap for big dogs, regular vet checkups and annual vaccinations, flea and tick prevention medication, heartworm prevention, and then unexpected emergency costs if he gets sick or injured.
I honestly hadn't really thought about all those different costs adding up. How much would you estimate you spend on Max per month on average?
Probably somewhere around $150 to $200 per month on average. That covers food, treats, basic supplies, and necessities. But then there are bigger unexpected expenses that come up occasionally, like last year. Max needed dental cleaning at the vet. That procedure cost me over $400 just for one visit. And once he ate something dangerous he shouldn't have and needed emergency care. That emergency vet visit was over $1,000 total. So you really need to be financially prepared for emergencies and surprises.
Wow, that's honestly a lot more money than I was expecting. I definitely need to carefully budget for this before making the decision.
Yeah, it's really important to be realistic about the financial commitment. Pets are definitely not cheap to own and maintain properly, but they're absolutely worth it if you can comfortably afford it.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Now, let me ask about the emotional side of pet ownership. Do you ever feel guilty about leaving Max alone at home?
Oh yes, all the time honestly. Every single morning when I leave for work, he looks at me with those big sad puppy eyes, and I feel absolutely terrible and guilty leaving him alone. I know he doesn't understand why I'm leaving or when I'll be back. He just knows that I'm going away and leaving him. That guilt is very real and difficult to deal with, especially on days when I have to work late or have evening plans.
That must be really emotionally hard to deal with regularly. Have you ever seriously considered getting a second dog so Max would have company?
I've definitely thought about it seriously, but honestly, I don't think I can realistically handle two dogs right now. One dog is already a lot of work and expense and responsibility. Two dogs would literally be double everything, double the vet bills and medical expenses, double the food costs, double the walking time and energy. I just don't think I'm ready for that level of commitment yet.
That's completely fair and reasonable. It's much better to be honest about your limits and capabilities. Okay, totally different question now. What's your absolute favorite thing about having Max in your life?
My favorite thing is definitely the companionship and unconditional love he gives. Max loves me no matter what kind of day I'm having. If I have a terrible day at work and come home stressed, he doesn't care about any of that. He's just genuinely happy to see me walk through the door. If I'm in a bad mood or frustrated about something, he doesn't judge me or hold it against me. He just wants to be near me and make me feel better. That kind of pure acceptance and love is really special and rare. Also, Max has actually helped me meet new people and make friends.
Oh, interesting. How has he helped you meet people?
When I'm out walking Max around the neighborhood, people constantly stop to pet him and talk to me about him. Dog owners especially will always stop and chat about their dogs. It's such an easy and natural conversation starter with strangers. I've actually made several real friends with other dog owners in my area. We sometimes meet up for group walks in the park together. I never would have met those people or made those friendships without Max.
That's such a nice, unexpected benefit of pet ownership. Pets can actually help build community and social connections. I never really thought about that positive aspect before.
Yeah, it's been really great for me socially. Having a dog gives you instant common ground with other dog people. It builds community and connection in your neighborhood.
That's really cool and valuable. Now let me ask about training your dog. Was it difficult to train Max when he was a puppy?
Training definitely took a lot of time and patience consistently. I started training him immediately as soon as I got him as a puppy. Basic obedience commands like sit, stay, come, down. It took many weeks of daily consistent practice to get results. Positive reinforcement works best with dogs from what I've learned. Giving treats and praise when they do something correctly. Never using punishment or yelling, which just makes them afraid of you.
How long did it actually take before he was fully trained?
Well, basic obedience took about 6 months of consistent work. But honestly, training never really completely stops. You have to keep reinforcing good behavior throughout their entire life. And golden retrievers are smart, but also very playful and energetic. Sometimes Max still gets too excited and forgets his training completely. Like when someone comes to the door, he still jumps up on them even though he knows he shouldn't. It's an ongoing process that never truly ends.
That makes complete sense, actually. Dogs are similar to kids in that way. They need consistent guidance and reminders their whole lives.
Exactly right. You can't just train them once and be done forever.
Okay, let me ask about health issues and veterinary care. Has Max had any serious health problems or medical issues?
Knock on wood, he's been pretty healthy overall fortunately. Just normal minor stuff like occasional upset stomach from eating something bad, or small injuries from playing too rough with other dogs at the park. Golden retrievers are genetically prone to certain health issues as they age, like hip dysplasia and various types of cancer, unfortunately, so I'm very aware of those potential risks for the future. I make sure to take him for regular checkups every year, and I feed him high-quality, nutritious food, keep him exercised regularly, just trying to keep him as healthy as possible for as long as possible.
That's really good that you're proactive about his health and well-being. Prevention is always better than trying to treat problems later.
Definitely agree.
Now let me ask about something different. Do you ever travel with Max, or do you always leave him behind?
I've traveled with him a few times successfully, like road trips where I can easily bring him in the car with me. Some hotels are pet-friendly and allow dogs for an extra fee, so we've stayed in those kinds of places together. But it's definitely way more complicated than traveling alone without him. You have to plan absolutely everything around the dog's needs. Find restaurants with outdoor seating where he can sit with you. Make sure he gets enough exercise and bathroom breaks. It's doable, but definitely requires significant extra planning and effort.
What about longer trips or flights where you fly somewhere? You obviously can't bring him on those trips, right?
Right. For those kinds of trips I have to board him at a kennel. There's a boarding facility near my house that takes good care of dogs, but I absolutely hate leaving him there every single time. I worry about him constantly the whole time I'm gone. Is he stressed? Is he eating? Is he okay? And it's really expensive too, which adds to the stress. About $50 per day just for basic boarding. So a week-long trip means $350 just for dog boarding alone. That cost really adds up quickly.
Wow, that is genuinely expensive. It's almost like paying for a second vacation just for the dog.
Yeah, exactly that. Having a dog definitely limits your freedom to travel spontaneously. You can't just decide to take a last-minute weekend trip somewhere. Everything has to be carefully planned well in advance.
That's definitely something I need to seriously consider before getting a pet. I do enjoy traveling occasionally when I can afford it.
It's definitely an important factor to think about carefully.
Okay. Final question before we finish up. What advice would you give to someone like me who's thinking about getting their first pet?
I would say first and foremost, Be really brutally honest with yourself about your lifestyle and commitment level. Can you truly afford all the financial costs involved? Do you genuinely have enough time to dedicate to a pet every single day? Are you willing to sacrifice some personal freedom for 10 to 15 years? If the answer to any of those questions is no or uncertain, maybe wait until you're in a better position in life. Second, do extensive research on different types of pets and breeds. Different animals and breeds have completely different needs and temperaments. Dogs need way more attention and time than cats do. Some dog breeds need tons of exercise, while others are more relaxed. Make absolutely sure you choose a pet that actually fits your real lifestyle.
That's all really practical and honest advice. What else would you recommend?
Third important thing, seriously consider adopting from a shelter instead of buying from a breeder. There are so many wonderful deserving animals in shelters that desperately need homes, and adoption is usually much cheaper than buying from breeders. Plus, you're literally saving a life, which feels amazing. Fourth, be very patient with yourself and the animal. Whether you get a puppy or kitten or an adult pet, there will definitely be an adjustment period for everyone. Things won't be perfect right away at all. There will be accidents and messes and challenges and frustrations, but stick with it and don't give up.
Thank you so much, Brian. This entire conversation has been incredibly helpful for me. You've really given me a lot of important things to think about carefully.
I'm really glad I could help you out. Getting a pet is such a huge life decision. Take your time and don't rush it. And when you're finally ready, it'll be one of the absolute best decisions you ever make in your life.
I really hope so.
Okay, I think we've covered pets pretty thoroughly today.
Yeah, we talked about so much. The joys, the challenges, the costs, the commitment, everything.
Hopefully, this helps people who are thinking about getting a pet.
I think it definitely will. Well, everyone, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to us talk about pets and animals.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us today.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please give us a like. It really helps us out.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We make videos like this regularly. Just natural conversations about everyday topics.
In our next video, we'll talk about shopping, how we shop, what we buy, all of that.
So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.
And if you have any topic ideas, leave a comment below. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about.
We love hearing from you. Your suggestions help us create better content.
All right, everyone, if you have pets, give them extra love today. And if you're thinking about getting a pet, make sure you're ready.
Yeah, pets bring so much joy, but they need commitment.
Choose wisely, choose with your heart.
Every animal deserves a forever home.
Exactly right.
All right, everyone.
Keep listening, keep learning, keep growing.
One conversation at a time.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.